March is Women's History Month, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to explore the history of women's suffrage and one of my favourite, more unknown feminist icons, Anna Haslam. So, suffrage came about in the middle of the 1800s, and it really came out of a growing middle class. These middle class women had a maid to do all of the cooking and cleaning, and a nanny to look after their children. So they began to focus on other things that they could do. The pursuit of an education or a career for themselves, or philanthropic works where they could help the plight of poorer people, generally women and children. There were many blocks to both of these things, both their own education, in which men dominated universities and did not allow women to attend, and philanthropic works, where they could only get as much work done as was possible without the vote. They felt that with getting the vote, they would have more sway on society and on the politicians. Many women were already involved in campaigns for elections, but they couldn't actually vote for these people. If they had the right person in power, then maybe some of the things they needed done would happen much quicker. The first petition for women's suffrage sent to the House of Commons was made in 1866 by a man called James Mill Stewart, and one of the 25 Irish women to have signed it was Anna Haslam. She was involved very early on, not just in the suffrage movement, but in many other campaigns, including the Contagious Diseases Act. Anna even went so far in her philanthropic work that she set up a lace-making industry in Cork, in which young girls were taught how to make lace and then employed so that they could have their own independence. Both Anna and her husband Thomas Haslam were Quakers and were great believers in equality of women and the equality of all people. In 1876, Anna set up the Dublin Women's Suffrage Association. This was the first suffrage society in Ireland. In its time, it underwent many name changes, but in this association, she encouraged many young women, including Hannah Sheehy Skeffington and Margaret Cousins. Both women became prominent suffragists and even started their own society in 1908, modelled more closely off the WSPU, the more militant side of suffrage. In 1918, once the First World War had ended, women finally received the right to vote under the Representation of Peoples Act. However, this right was not equal to the right that men had. However, in 1918, Anna Haslam finally got her vote in the 1918 general election. She went around Dublin checking that other women were also using their newfound rights. Do you have any slightly more unknown feminist icons? Let me know.